Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to Battle Chasers Nightwar. This is an RPG based on the comic of a similar name, so let's go ahead and hit the start game thing there so we can load down here. As far as how I'm going to do this Let's Play, I'm going to include all of the cinematics and stuff like that. I'm going to include their little commentary sections in between. I'm going to try to include as much of that stuff as possible. I won't try to talk over it. As far as the actual, whether this is a blind playthrough or not, it is a completely blind playthrough. This is on the beta version. It's going to be switching over to the real version whenever we hit October. I'm starting this in the middle of September, but let's go ahead and jump into a new game. There's going to be a lot of kind of commentary and stuff like that in this first episode, so I might stretch it a little bit long, but let's go ahead and hit the new game so it starts scrolling up. But I will try to keep it at reasonable lengths. So yeah, I was really looking forward to this one. So let's go ahead and hear the story of how it came to be.
Years have passed since the great warrior and leader of men, Aramis, vanished. Left behind were his mighty gauntlets, artifacts of untold power, giving their wielder the strength to move mountains, as the stories were told. Also left behind was his daughter, Gully. She discovered her father's gauntlets, setting in motion the events that would make her a target of great importance and bring her into the company of her greatest defenders. Nolan, the wise and mighty wizard, whose tongue is as sharp as his wit. His mysterious companion, Calibretto, a war golem of immense power. Garrison, a swordsman, once brother-in-arms to Aramis, now sworn to protect his only living kin. And the rogue, Red Monica, who can be foe as quickly as friend. Together, they have traveled the capital lands while defending Gully from those who seek the power of her gauntlets for themselves. Nolan, on a personal quest to learn more about mana, which fuels the world's magic and technology, has led the group towards a mysterious landmass known as the Crescent Isle. There, vast reserves of mana were once rumored to exist. As they approach the island, they quickly discover why so little is known about the area.
Everyone hang on!
What are you waiting for? Shoot back!
With what? It's a stealth ship.
This is stealth?
Just do something.
It's always on me, ain't it? These kids don't know how easy they've got it.
We're being boarded!
Gully, get below deck.
You break easier than I do, remember?
More incoming, port side!
Oh no!
Gully, what?
Gully,
I've got you. All right, Red. Looks like it's just me and, figures.
Okay. We are back in this. But, yeah. I'll be using a controller for this, so long as it's, reasonable. But, yeah, I'm not going to waste my skills. Anyway, this is based on a comic. It's a comic I have unfortunately not read. I do have access to kind of a little preview comic thing, but that's about it. This might actually get me to read the comic. I was a huge collector of comics in the late 80s and early 90s and kind of fell out of it because, I lost interest after a while. I have played a very little bit of this first little area and a couple little battles on the world map, and that's about it. But, yeah.
You're all right.
yes. Are you feeling better? You've been resting for a few hours.
I guess I wasn't completely prepared for that cannon blast. Was I dreaming or did you leap off the ship to catch me?
I did.
How'd we make it down in one piece?
Nolan. We fell through a portal he opened, placing us on the ground with only minor injuries.
Then what happened to him?
We don't know.
And Garrison? Monica?
Garrison fell through the portal as well. Monica appears to be missing. Along.
Then let's get moving. They could be hurt.
Garrison already went ahead to search for them. Are you sure you're well enough to move?
I'm still woozy, but we don't have any time to waste. I'll be fine.
First, allow me to further heal your wounds. Then we will meet Garrison.
Okay, I might talk over those. I don't know. But we have tutorials are up here, and we can actually do different abilities. Now, I will spend a little bit of this when explaining the basics of the skills, but as this is a blind playthrough, there's probably things that I have yet to discover. We have a little ability. It's got a certain number of charges, and it's on the X button here, and I think we get a second one later on. We can look in the menu here, and it actually shows a second slot for skills, which we'll get at level 10. So we shall see if that works out pretty well for us. But right now we do want to do a heal, which will heal us both a little bit, and we'll switch back to our little friend here. The smash thing we don't get to use just yet, but this is an area that I've actually been through. I won't find all the treasures the first time through. That's just kind of a given. If I really, really enjoy the game, like after I've played through it the first time, I will go back and do a proper walkthrough. So if you guys are looking for that, check for a second series on here. But let's go ahead and explore these little areas. I'm going to leave those little text boxes up just for a little bit so you have a chance to read it. I'm not going to read them out to you. Yeah, that would get me fairly dry in the throat, and it would take forever. I only happened to find that waterfall one, ow, on accident. Accidentally just hit my microphone, too. Great first episode there, Alzorath. You're chasing everybody off from Battle Chasers. Good job. We're going to have that thing explode. I don't know if we can actually do anything to that. I don't think we can. Let's try. Nope, nothing. But, yeah, our little ability is limited. It can stun enemies as well if we hit them with it. But, yeah, I'm not going to be able to show that off just yet. But we are going to have our first battle here fairly quick, because guess what? That's an enemy. As far as the dialogues, I might skip over those just a little bit. I might cut them short, because I kind of cut the robot short a little bit in that last one. But let's go ahead and start beating the crap out of these guys. Over on the left, we can see our turn order. How long it takes to actually do stuff is, visible on there. But we have access to mana abilities and normal abilities. I'm honestly going to stick mostly to normal attacks here early on, simply because, well, yeah, we have limited mana and it costs money to stop at the inn. We aren't going to really need to worry about it too much, but if I do a walkthrough, I'll actually go through and test whether I need to be quite as conservative as I am on this playthrough. I just want to be a little bit safe in that regard, so let's beat the tar out of these guys. And I forgot to change her equipment. Yes, that's a her. It's not a he. It's a young lady, I believe. It's the child, as the little introduction explained. So, yay, experience, and this one gives you a lot of loot, as you can see right there. Common parts and Slimecker. Yeah, but let's go ahead and actually change your equipment. We're going to go with changing this out. It's going to reduce the health, which I think is tied to our stamina, but it gives us so much more defense and magic defense that it's kind of worth it, in my opinion. We also don't have a better selection of weapons just yet. This screen right here gives away a lot of information about the game. We have like 8 dungeons and unique monsters and stuff like that, so we'll be seeing some things like that pop up, and I'll be checking that every now and then, probably between episodes, just to see how far along we are. But I was really looking forward to this game. It reminded me a little bit, oddly enough, in their like preview footage and their information and stuff like that, of Chrono Trigger. So, yeah, I will leave these up just a little bit. Acknowledged. We should head up after him in the northeast, but no, first things first, let's go down here and loot crap. These will respawn, so I may farm some of these off screen just to get levels and extra. Let's go ahead and beat the crap out of you. Boom. Ouch. And yeah, overcharge I'll talk about in just a little bit, but let's go ahead and beat the crap out of him. What was I gonna say? These guys respawn, so I may farm them, because there's actually a little bonus that you get if you kill a certain number of them. It's like plus 1% stamina, all that other fun stuff. So let's go ahead and take all the loot. We got some blade leaves, veil herbs, and these are going to be for crafting later. I hadn't gotten to the crafting in the test playthroughs, so yeah, we might not see that in this particular episode. because I don't know how far in we're going to get. I think this one might be a 20-30 minute episode. Oh wow, that's a lot of enemies. That's quite a few of them. So let's go ahead and start switching over to real abilities. I want to go with an obliterate on you, and we're gonna do a scatter shot on you, I think. And boom, this will actually open up a few. I don't think we're actually going to kill that. Yeah, boom. So we've got both those down to one shot away from death. We can do another scatter shot. Probably shouldn't use up too much of my mana here. In the test run I did, there wasn't nearly this many enemies on this little spot. So yeah, that is randomized. We are going to have to heal off screen just a little bit. Let's go ahead and do an obliterate on the Ruins Bat, and then you're going to do a scatter shot on the spider again. I should have done the scatter shot on the green slime, honestly. Okay, so they're all weakened up just a little bit. Scatter shot would have been pretty useful. Okay, did not kill the green slime still, sadly. Oh, so, ouch. Thankfully, we do have plenty of healing, and these characters not taking too much damage, as you can tell. I have a feeling as we get later on, it's going to get significantly more difficult because, you know, yeah, this is the killing the rats stage of the RPG. So, yeah, jab you. Good job. Most inefficient kills ever. Oh, lovely. And that's going to give us a lot of experience, actually. Yay, 99 experience. We might level up before we get our next party member. Hint, we're going to get him this episode. Because I actually have gotten that far. We got a Scout's Tunic. That was the same as the first time, so that might not be randomized. But we need to level 3 to actually get that. So, oh, and inspection squares are highlighted. Yay, not anymore. So, let's go ahead and grab some more junk. No enemies down here. So we'll just grab that, and we're going to come back up here and fight this little bat encounter, because we do want experience. We do want to level up. I don't want to be caught kind of with my pants down. That's kind of a thing that I really don't want to have happen on this, so we'll just continue beating the crap out of these guys. Boom, and we might want to go ahead and use... let's go with... Do we want to gut punch him? I think we want to obliterate him because he's got more life than I can do in one hit, so... Boom. Good job. Death. Now, as we kill more of them, we actually learn their abilities and stuff like that. We learn their health and various other factors that will help us kind of defeat them easier in the future, or at least predict their actions a little bit better. You may notice whenever you're fighting them... Oh, we've got commentary here. The voice acting is really nice.
The same for me.
Maybe, but with messier results. You're a brave kid, but remember, we don't fully understand the power of your father's gauntlets. You have to be more careful with them.
I had no choice.
No, I guess not.
I believe he was trying to thank you. Have you found any sign of Monica or Nolan?
I haven't. And this village looks long abandoned. There are lights on the horizon. To the east. Might be a town.
We should investigate. If they survived, they likely headed that direction.
What do you mean if? Nolan saved us. He can save himself. And Monica too.
You're probably right. Let's go find them.
I do find it a little bit odd that I have to manually advance that. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of reading done here. Handwritten journal entry is scrawled on the parchment. Yes, it's going to tell us about an encounter between General Xavier. And yeah, we have a few other things that we'll find in that regard in the future, but it gives us a little bit more on the backstory. Unfortunately, I can't use my abilities on this particular map, so I have to fight everything just normal style. Thankfully, with a third party member, we don't have to worry about these guys being any kind of threat whatsoever, because we are going to be doing plenty of damage. He's going to remind us to use Overcharge about 1,000,000 times. He reminds, see, don't forget to conserve your energy for more difficult fights. Yeah, I get it. I know this. He's going to repeat it every battle, it seems. It might stop after a little while, though. But Gully kind of reflects our choice in that. Unlocked Nature's Boon and unlocked Quake Fist. Lovely. I'm not sure what those do, but we can check. So if we go ahead and open up our inventory, skills, combat abilities, there it is. Quake Fist deal 34 damage to a target. That's nice. And you are Nature's Boon. For the next 3 turns, anytime an ally receives damage, they are healed for 3 health. So it's kind of like a light heal, maybe? I don't know. But let's go ahead and grab scraps of hide and blade leaves and common parts. I have a feeling the common parts are going to be pretty useful, so I'm not going to sell them early on. I suppose we could if we really wanted to, but whatever. Let's go with a scatter shot. Do we want a scatter shot? That guy or that guy? I think we want to just take out the bats so we just minimize the amount of damage we take. He's going to go ahead and use haste up, I guess. Okay, consumes 40 overcharge. We're not going to be able to do that. Deals 34 damage, increases haste for all party members by 10% for 2 turns. So, Rally Strike seems interesting. Let's try that against you. And then we'll go for a... Well, we don't have ability to really take advantage of that, so... Okay, let's go ahead and just beat the crap out of that guy. Boom! Increases physical damage he takes for a few turns, and we're going to deal physical damage to him with this. And then we should finish him off with our main character, although we're going to have that thing using an ability real quick. Man, I suck at this game. No. It's just getting used to the controls and getting out of the mindset of different games, so... Yay, haste up. Hold left trigger to get more information about buffs and debuffs. We haven't seen a debuff yet. I happen to know that those slimes can do poison. Increases haste by 10%. I think that just means increases your speed. So let's go with a beat on you. This should kill him. Yeah, so now we're just down to the 1 ruins bat. So, jab. Good job. And I think this guy has enough strength to actually kill this bat. I'm not positive, though. We shall find out. Swift strike. Blar. There you go. Good job. Not impressed. Yeah, the enemies early on are not going to be impressive. That's kind of a given. Oh, lordy. He starts out at level 2, so we're actually matched on levels. I think he might actually be higher level than us. Yeah, he's level 2 with a little bit more experience, so that kind of sucks just a little bit. We've got the town up here. I do want to show you guys, this game does have invisible plot walls. Yay. Should head there before exploring. Yay. Yeah, anytime we walk down here, it literally will give us that warning. See? We can't come down here just yet. That's just going to be a sign that tells us where to go. And in here, we are going to get our first kind of investigate things. This must be the village. But no people. Where are they? Let's knock on a few doors. Yeah. We've got Cranky Pants over here. I've actually been to here in the last place. Can we go this way? Yes, we can. It's going to let us. Okay, so we actually can go that way. Let's kill that guy. Just because I can. Let's kill something. And then I'll knock on the doors. We'll kill some spiders. I want to kill a good number of enemies, and I may start actually skipping the battles just a little bit if there's nothing really interesting that happens in them, but I wanted to keep them all in this first episode so you guys can get an idea of how the enemies kind of spawn and stuff like that. So you're going to jab him. Oh, geez. That knocks him down a good halfway. You are going to go with abilities. Let's go cleave on you. And you are just going to gut punch the spider. I don't know if... Yeah, oh, well, we had enough to kill him with that, so good job. Boom. 18 damage. Probably should have just done a normal attack on the slime. Is it going to do its spit? Nope. I wanted it to show off its spit so we could see it do poison damage, but it's not wanting to do that, so we're just going to have to beat them the, old school way. One thing I've noticed is that the robot is actually fairly quick. So, yay. Yippee! Victory. Now, I'm not going to sit here and grind out all these guys, but so many drops. That's craziness. So much crafting materials, and we'll kill this one last guy over here before we go back to town. We're not going to go all the way over there. That's probably sequence breaking just a little bit, but I do want to get a number of kills in here so I can actually show off the little bit of the book info it'll give us after this town. Because that town is about as far as I've gotten in my kind of pre-play recording test, just to see if everything records properly. And it does. Yay. At least it did in my test, so we shall see if that continues. As far as what I'm recording it under, oh, geez. Oh, mines everywhere. Don't want to go there. Nope. Saw explosions, and I just, booked it the other way. But let's go ahead and check out these different buildings. We'll check out certain ones last. This is going to be the collector. We don't have any shadow coins yet. We do have a little bit of bronze coins, but you can get interesting things from these guys. Serrated claws, overcharged cannon, booty blade, and I think this is an improved gauntlet for the main character, and then we have the gun for the robot and the sword for the main character. Never mind. Together they will thunder. No, I don't want to talk to you again. Only talk to you once. This is the Book of Secrets. well-made sign hangs from an oiled gargoyle on the door. It reads, "Out to lunch." We'll leave it there. I don't think I actually want to cause trouble there. In my test run, I actually ripped it down. It didn't do anything, but yeah. Well, Beastmaster Raha, we have fresh band of adventurers loose here in the Vale. Experienced ones, no less. We've seen our share of battles, and you? I have. I thought, by the way, you hold your blade, not the same kind. Though, by the way, you hold your blade, not the same kind. Let's just say, my foe are the wilder kind. The name's Raha, Beastmaster Raha. As I see it, the only foes worth fighting are the untamed kind, and lucky you, this island is littered with them. So we've seen the slimes and bats in the woods around town. No, you're in for worse than that. We're here looking for lost friends, not hunting for trophies. Indeed, many get lost on this island. Rescue mission or not, you could use some basic advice to survive here. Take this bestiary journal, which is the thing that I was talking about just a minute ago. Track the creatures you fought. You'll find doing so rewards you with insight into their strengths and weaknesses. Survive long enough, and I'll point you towards more worthy tests. You may find it necessary when searching for your friends. Anyhow, the search will be brief. We'll make sure of it. Then we'll be gone as quickly as we arrived. I've heard that before. Don't get killed. Yes, we now have the bestiary. So if we come down here, we can actually see how many we've killed of different things, and you can see that, hey, you get increased experience for killing 50 beasts, and kill 100 enemies around here, and you get stamina increase, and kill 50 bats increases speed by 1% for heroes. Then you have one that gives evasion boost, and then the slime increases stamina. So I might go farm those. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, we shall see. It's not something that I really want to do just right off the bat. May do that more for like the walkthrough to make things easier. I don't know yet. We have the curio shop. We knock. Flickering continues, but no one answers. We can knock again. The tinkering sound stopped briefly. Yeah, he's getting pissed, and we're gonna have the robot knock. What's the meaning of this? Oh my, a war golem. That is almost fascinating enough to warrant my time. Being fascinating is a requirement. Yes, now please stop knocking and go away. And I expect you to buff out the damage in my beautiful antique entryway. So yeah, we can knock again, and he'll just give us another little thing. Oh, the basic war golem, go away. Yeah, it's just meh. Then we also have the inn here. This is gonna be the second to last one I talked to in here. But we've got a little bit of dialogue we can get from him. Yeah, we're in harm's way. Don't worry, the name's more bark than bite. And the disemboweled traveler. Yay. And he has basic items. We can buy like a healing item. We can buy Devil's Spine Triple, favorite around the Kickstarter Fest. Increases attack power by 40 for a few battles, but will leave you tired once the effects wear off. Popper's Soup increases defense, and Common Ale increases attack power for a few battles. You can also get fishing items. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of fishing in this because, frankly, fishing in games kind of irritates me. And then we can also sell excess items, like the traveling garb. We can just, sell it, but I'm going to keep it for now just because I can. And we got flasks, and we got all the items that we found so far. So pretty interesting, and then we rest, and it'll restore everything for us. I find it kind of interesting. It stays night after we rest. Aramis would be proud. Wait, where are you going? Just stepping out for a minute. You get some rest. What about you? Don't you ever sleep? Not if I can help it. Okay. You don't need to worry. The inn's safe, far as I can tell. Calbretto won't leave your side. Isn't that right? Get some sleep. Okay. Server's going to be restored, and we should be happy. Yeah, it still looks like night, though. That's one of the things that's throwing me off just a little bit. And now we have Grimbeard Smithy. Pull the massive doors open. He's going to help us out just a little bit.
How are you?
That's a rough way to greet strangers.
Being strangers, you don't know how rough we get around here.
I suppose we're gonna learn quickly.
Aye, skin's got to be thick to survive in a forsaken land like this one. And your hammer better be heavy. Speaking of forsaken lands, how did you lot end up here?
We came in on an airship. As we approached, pirates ambushed us.
Sounds right enough. Though not quite pirates, as you say. Bandits. Simple as that. Just thugs full of hot air. But they've been a right pain in the arse recently.
Bandits. Who do they work for?
Well, being bandits. Themselves, mostly. That said, they're acting differently the last few moons. Less scatterbrained. More organized. As a few of us left a bit worried.
We were separated from some friends during the battle. We think they may have them, or know where they are. We'd like to chat with them.
Chat. A few weaklings came by causing trouble last dawn. Chased them off down the south road. You can head that way, if you think you'll find your friend.
If we don't, they'll regret it.
Keep your head up. They must have a camp down there somewhere. Hello? Who are you?
But yeah, this guy's going to be more helpful later on, but I think we are at a good length of episode here. Actually, a little bit long, but I think it kind of makes up for all the cinematics and stuff. But I will see you guys next time whenever we'll be heading down to the South Road on our first adventure. Keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath, and I'll see you guys next time on Battle Chasers Nightwar. Bye.